In the kingdom of Lyrial, they wove more than fabric. They wove protection. And on the day of the Thread Festival, young Princess Elara's fate would begin to unravel one glimmering stitch at a time. The palace glowed with golden sunlight except for one corner, where vines and dust guarded a forgotten secret. Elara, dressed in a flowing pink gown embroidered with golden, her long golden braid catching the light, stepped forward slowly. She parted the ivy, and there it was, an ancient spinning wheel still holding tightly to something unspoken. There was only one question in her eyes: was this the spindle the legends feared? Elara reached out. The light shimmered, but silence pressed in, and then her fingertip brushed a point. In that moment, everything stopped. Even time itself seemed to forget how to move. A soft gasp, then silence. Elara slowly crumpled to the floor, golden light spilling from her fingertip. The air around her stilled as if the palace itself forgot how to breathe. Two handmaidens ran in, their cries lost to the hush. And then, a sleep settled over her, deep, enchanted, endless. As Elara's eyes closed, an unseen wave rippled across the kingdom. People froze mid-motion, eyes filled with unfinished stories. Sunbeams stood still in the air, and glowing vines crept up the castle walls. Every sound, every breath, every laugh paused, caught between dream and waking, on the edge of magic itself. The entire palace fell silent, as if time itself had drawn its final breath. In the rainbow-hued light, she lay still, the princess, lost to sleep. The king and queen stood frozen in shock, grieving, trembling as if that moment would never end. In the moonlit tower, where even silence dared not whisper, the king and queen stepped into the forgotten library. Lanterns floated, books turned their own pages, and a sage with silver hair unraveled the past. A dark sorceress had forged a spindle, binding her shadow within. It was this cursed thread that pierced the princess. Now, to save her, they would have to face the very shadow she left behind. With the first rays of dawn, the map's ancient markings began to glow. The king and queen removed their crowns and dressed as travelers, setting forth toward a valley lost to time. As they stepped ahead, the forest opened before them as if nature itself wished the curse to end. In a valley blooming with timeless petals, the king and queen stepped cautiously toward a stone platform. From the blossoms rose a guardian, shimmering wings and antlered like a spirit of the ancient woods. This was the boundary set by the sorceress herself, left to test those who dared reclaim what she cursed. But the guardian watched not with malice, but with purpose. Would they prove worthy? In the cavern of echoes and cold, stale air, the king and queen stood before the final test. The shadow of the sorceress lingered in scorched symbols across the walls. A spectral mirror emerged, reflecting not their faces but their failures, their fears. Yet, this time, they did not flinch. They faced it together. The shadow screamed, but their unity did not break. As the final layer of darkness lifted, the morning sun touched her cheek. The princess's fingers stirred, and her eyelids fluttered open to greet a new dawn. In the hearts of the king and queen, a hope rekindled after years of silence. The curse was now only a story, one that had finally ended. The garden where flowers once withered now bloomed in colors brighter than memory. The king, the queen, and the princess gave no speeches, only quiet smiles. Garlands were laid beneath the old tree, and laughter of children echoed in every corner. The curse wasn't just broken, it had blossomed into something new. The last cloud had lifted. The kingdom had not only regained its princess, but its light. And above it all, the sky was smiling again. And in every heart, there's a magic strong enough to chase away the dark. If this tale touched you, share it with someone you love, and let the light travel further.